Gunnibald, that is a good place for us to take a quick breather. Allow me to go be a bard. Let's go be a bard. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so close to bardsmanship. To the old bardaroo. Could be good. Could be good. This is it. Alright. Here we go. Wait for it. Hello again. Hello. I know, it's been a little bit. Alt-R? Does that have to go away? Okay. You come at a good time, Meteor. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscaron's Druthers, out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscaron himself, old Boosky Woosy, is what he said you may know him as, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us? Don't you... You mean Meteor, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucian. The Makote and the other one will only encumber me. No, Silver. You will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognized Meteor as a fellow archer. I will not. I will not. I've held my tongue on the matter. There's continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the seven hells do you think you are? Bow Lord Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough. But one more word, and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscaron's Druthers in the South Shroud. Now, out of my sight. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. That got real. Let's do it to it. Let's go talk to Buscaron. What's up, buddy? He's become quite the friend. Quite the friend. Oh. We've been visiting with him often. So we've got 8 quests to go, plus these 2 makes 10. 10 quests, and then we get to run a dungeon. The old dungeon. I like Hawk Manor. I am looking forward to it. I like Hawk Manor already, and I don't really think I fully understand why we're there and what it means and how it feels post Endwalker and all that. I'm excited. It's a cool dungeon just on its own. So, it's the first like real dungeon. The 3 before that are really, really learny dungeons. It's the first one that like really kind of functions like a dungeon and feels like a dungeon. Who knew we'd see this guy so much? Ah! You must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, hey buddy, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, It's not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? 'Cause these ain't no common poachers. They're Pawah Majuk's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead. But I reckon she's hiding out there somewhere. The thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the red-bellied bandits, see? We stay out of their territory, and they make no trouble at the druthers. That being so, if I summoned the massed ranks of the whalers and the quivermans, all seven hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, and all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lay, media, split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene and compare our findings ere long. Go. Smells something hot, though. It smells... I don't know. It smells like, It smells like food, though. I wonder if a food truck just drove by. Alright. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Bye, antelope stags. Found clue number 1. And looks like the rest would have to be south of me, so we can just work our way back. Follow those antelopes. These are 21. Not terrible. I've leveled really fast today. I cannot believe I'm gonna end up like in the mid-30s on all 3 of these. Absolutely wild. Okay. To catch a poacher. I'm ready. I'll wait for you guys. I'm gonna guess Lee or somebody's not gonna come back and we're gonna have to go search for her and it's gonna be dangerous. That's my guess. Oh, they're all back. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. Those are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawah. And these mead bottles are but old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They've no connection to the gang. What do you want from this Pawah woman, Silver? What do you know of her? I know that she's the most infamous poacher to ever walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Makote hunters. She was apprehended once, and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. That's so. In any case, we scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawah was ever even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron and leave the rest to them. This don't seem to concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania Le. Pawah Majuk is a savage and utterly immoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. And what would a vagrant like you know of duty to one's homeland? No more than he, I suspect. How dare you? And you, Meteor, Say something. No. You see, even he knows it to be true. His silence speaks volumes. Damn it, Meteor. Say something. You see, even he knows it still to be true. His silence speaks volumes more. Damn it, Meteor. You have to actually talk. You have to talk. Now's not the time for this. Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want. Though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching, nothing remotely unusual about. What do you think we should examine, Meteor? The trap. The trap is a common tool used for hunting beasts. Such devices do not distinguish between friend and foe, and have been the cause of much tragedy for both man and chocobo. Gridanian hunters would never stoop so low. Poachers, meanwhile, are wont to litter the forest floor with these accursed things. That said, I see nothing here that would lead us to Pawah. What about the arrow? We know this is a poacher's arrow. Beyond that, it tells us nothing. Well, then I guess it has to be the bottles, broski. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you, lose those bottles that predate the druthers. They have no connection with this matter. If these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of meat? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait. Before the calamity, Buscaron once served as a sentry, yet even then he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern. It was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived, of course, Buscaron's scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawah Mashuk, but we must investigate at once. Bruh. Dude. Always a pleasure, my friend. No doubt you're weary from the road. Sit down wherever you like. The Kakiran firewater still wants for aging, but we've no shortage of other quality brews. You offered me some last time I was here, and the time before that you said it would need to be a year. Which is it? Alright. Kakiran firewater is aged 1 year. In bottle, not flask, which is super weird. That implies that if you leave it, it would continue to age, as opposed to like wine, where it's aged in flask. It's aged in a barrel, then it's moved to a bottle, and the aging really stops. It doesn't continue to heavily mature once in bottle. So, not in the same way it does in the barrel. That's a different thing. It's weird. It's weird. It's got cat whiskers in it. I don't know what's happening. Any signs? Look. Ground's covered in Makote footprints. These tracks are very fresh. Very fresh. I wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled. Else they're hiding near. Uh-oh. Take cover. Hey. An And I was thinking we'd got ourselves some of them meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face is downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know I ain't decent to barge your way into lady's bedchamber without knocking? Oh. You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I have heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. Leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Silver, Meteor, I'll leave it. The rest I'll leave to you two. As you will. Alright, here we go. Kill your guy, Silver. I put poison on him. I'm gonna kill mine. Okay, so mine are dead. Yours are dead. Move on. Oh, there's a healer. Alright. How many do I have to kill? Just more than I have. There's a fence there. There's a fence there. I wonder why I was getting stuck. It's hard to see that. Alright. Bloody hells, why won't you two die? I don't know. We don't want to die. We have a lot more life than you. I guess train more and get better armor. Something. There we go. Stay on your toes, Meteor. This threat is quicker than the rest. Watch their movements, dodge their attacks. Okay. We did it. We slayed all the lady ambushers. Is that the last of them? Have you seen Aleppo? With me, Media. Tisk, tisk. That was a piss-poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper? A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No. Bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing ya, sister. Pawah, shoot. I was just no match for her. So it was Pawah Majuk after all. Boscaran must be informed. Alright. They actually sisters? Is Pawah Majuk and Aleppo one of the many? Because she's the dark-skinned Makote versus the light. So, like, I would assume those are different. Those are regional things, right? I mean, there's a wide variety of skin tones within them, but she still looks like one of the night Makotes versus the day Makotes. 7 hells. They were at my old post, and they drank my old mead. That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time with the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messages to the Wood Whalers and God Quiver. The Red Belly Bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who this military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Pawah Majuk's no fool. Now that she knows she's been spotted, she'll break camp and will be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh much longer, either. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucienne I appreciate the help. Okay. Okay, so Keepers of the Moon. There's a lot of Alipos in this game. Is there an Alipo family tree? Is that a thing that I can Google? Alipo family tree FFXIV? How many are there? It's an old bloodline, so the name's extremely common. That's the top line there. So without ruining anything else, it's an old bloodline. So it may show up a lot. Seekers with cat eyes, no fangs. Keepers with cat eyes, no. Cat fangs, normal eyes. Oh. Welcome back, Media. Silver tells me that you've encountered Pawah Majuk. No Redanian could fail to recognize that name, so oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. I was surprised to note that Lay and Silver were not loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence? No? Modest to the last. Truly your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forward and temper your skills in battle, you know that we will always look forward to your return. Alright. Worse? 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 You suck. You know that? Yes, I do. Alright. Can we go again? I'd like to go again. I mean, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned with Leah and Silver since we last spoke 2 seconds ago. They show signs of losing perspective. And well, mayhap it's best that you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Meteor. Oh, you guys are back. Well, hello. Oh, gods. Did Lucienne send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, but it is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I have decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawah Majuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke. He was me. We had her, Media. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged, and I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver, and while that can never be forgiven, Mayhap I can claim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not, I intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to the moping Makote. The sight of her shuffling about while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Alright. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Meteor, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Well, I was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, the merchants hardly ever bothered to visit, and we didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. Then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud, Meteor, so unbearably loud. Then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen. And I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting. Meteor and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I'd gotten better. She, Pawah Majuk, she's just so much more. I've been thinking, Meteor, maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silvera's right. This guild, this city, there's no place for an outsider like me. So I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Meteor, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me at this too selfish request, but before I go, I'd like to meet with you one last time. Alone, in South Shroud. These Gridanians would not understand. Really messed with them. There we go. Uh-oh. No, don't hurt him. And there I was, thinking you mightn't accepted my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault, it's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and he's not Gridanian. Ah, I do begin to recall his face. I knows how to hold a bow. That one well. He ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I just want to say goodbye. Mir, ever since I met Pawah, I've been at a loss, but I realize now that my place isn't at the guild with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people. Carrying on our traditions, our archery, our Gridanians. It's all I have left, Meteor. So I'm going with Pawah. Maybe you don't understand now, but it's promise me you won't tell Lucianne or Silver. Yeah, that's fine. Meteor. Made your peace with your little friend, have ya? Right then, let's get on with it. Shoot the bastard. No! Ain't no love lost twixt you and the guild, is there? What's the problem with feather and a bloody venture? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him, alright, so just stop. Dear me, I had such high hopes for you, Miss Alipo. Waste of bloody time. A keeper that's lost her nerve about as much is about as much use to me as a glass bow. There's no sport in killing captured prey. I better not see neither of you again, 'cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey that's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away! How do you do it, Meteor? How do you live in this place? With these people? And why do you even bother? What are they ever giving back besides scorn? What are you seeing them, Meteor? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far, so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. And I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. There's only one way I can think of finding out. Meet me at the bannock. Okay, so they're using the term sister for just female Knight Lakote. At the bannock. Alright. Let's head out. Interesting. Interesting. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Alright. Got it. Shall we begin, Meteor? Yep. Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. You want to die? Because that's what they've taught me. To kill people. Alright. We'll do it. Hiya. We can even just stand here. We can shoot each other through this. That all you got? I know you can do better. Not bad. I'm not finished yet. Gosh. Sweetie, you're getting wrecked. Alright. Bye. Ah, I see now. You just want to die? Oh, it's so simple. You've opened your eyes. You look beyond your master's faults. You accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of what everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid I'd let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I don't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too, a family that sees a wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I've become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment and discern the naked truth. It's little wonder, then, that I've neglected to look inside myself till now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I've found this experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Meteor. I know that I belong at the guild together with you and Lucerne. And yes, even with that bloody wildwood, God's helped me, I think you might actually miss him. Okay. Nice. Now, do we gotta go stop Silver from leaving? Or maybe he just leaves? Maybe he just leaves. Here we go. Here you go. Welcome home, Media. You need not say a word. One look at Leah's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Media, you can help fellow archers look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Sure. Worse. 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 You have nothing of value for me.